fast life. You know, a lot of teenagers, a lot of teenagers get caught up in a pursuit for the fast life. You know, it seems glamorous, it seems glitzy, and it's definitely presented to all of us that way. So you get caught up in wanting to experience the fast life. You know, let's talk about the fast life for a second. Fast life, I have no idea what Webster says about the fast life. Maybe I'll look that up. But for all intents and purposes, and the purpose of our conversation, when I say fast life, I'm basically talking about money, sex, material things, partying, having fun, having a good time. So usually, those things are going to have something to do with drugs, guns, crime, gangs. So is the fast life really as glamorous, as fun, as full of excitement as people portray it to be? Well, for a very short period of time, it may be full of fun and excitement. But when fun and excitement to you has to be fueled by partying, especially with drugs, alcohol, or illegal activity, then how long can you go on with that lifestyle? You know, and actually want to be doing things to prepare yourself for a real future. The two don't go hand in hand. It's presented to us that they can go hand in hand, and that would be the ideal way a person would want to live. The reality is, it can't go hand in hand. If for you the fast life is full of drugs, fun, partying, sex, you know, which is usually in line with dealing with people who are either in gangs, dealing with crime, or dealing or using drugs, you know, it just doesn't line up. A lot of people use drugs in order to get high because they feel like that's what they need to do to have fun, and it's part of partying. Well, using drugs is going to take you out of the frame of mind that we were talking about was needed in order to make the best decisions to prepare for your future, because it affects your thought process. It takes away a lot of the logic, it takes away a lot of the common sense, it takes away a lot of evaluating consequences of the action after having made a decision that you're pondering. So that's what's going to happen as a result of using drugs. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're doing it for one night, it doesn't matter if you're just doing it to party. What matters is if you're doing it, then during the period that you're on drugs, who knows what decisions you're going to make. So when you call yourself going out with this group of people who live the fast life, you're taking a risk on having a negative impact on your future, you know. They're talking about sex, girls, you know, it's part of the fast life. Well, they're talking about usually dealing with other people who are groupies of the fast life, or who are at the foundation of the fast life themselves, you know. So that means they are, whether it's with you or not, probably already engaged in those activities. So you're talking about having sex with somebody that's probably having a lot of sex. And if you're living in the fast life, not necessarily always, but more than likely, things are going along so fast and you're high, and you're around other people who are going to judge you to be cool or lame. You want to be cool because you're dealing with that crowd that you perceive to be cool. So whereas you might have enough sense to understand and realize that you should wear a condom when having sex. For one, you're high. For two, you want to seem cool. For three, you don't want to miss the opportunity to have sex with the person you're about to have sex with. So boom, there you go, unprotected sex. You might end up with an unwanted pregnancy while under the influence of other drugs, which means the child is likely to experience negative consequences for being conceived while you're under the influence of the drug. So you end up as a teenage parent with a child going through medical problems because he or she was conceived while you were in the partying phase of your fast lifestyle. You can't get a good job because you're on drugs, because that's part of your fun and partying. You don't have money, you got a child to take care of, you got expenses with the child. And by the way, what now happens to your fast lifestyle? I think it's going to end up slowing down. If it doesn't slow down, for it not to slow down means that you're neglecting your child. So to pursue what people are led to believe is all fun and games, and the ideal route a young person will want to take is actually a self-destructive path to nowhere. You know, the glamour glamour and excitement is taken out of context to present an illusion of a fulfilling life, which really can only be sustained temporarily, and is really counterproductive to what any person would want for their future. When you're talking about surrounding yourself with people you think are living the fast life, and those people may be gang members or engaged in criminal activity, because you got to get the money. You got to get the money in order to get the material things you want. Well, how long can you go on robbing and stealing or selling drugs in order to get the fast money? Fast money, easy come, easy go. Money that comes fast can leave out just as fast. And in order to feed your ever-increasing desire to give more and more and more, means you'll have to commit those criminal activities more frequently. The more frequently you commit them, the more likely it is that you will be caught. It's just a numbers game. It's only a matter of time. The more often you commit the crime, the more likely it is you will be caught. The longer you sell drugs, the closer you get to the top, the step from getting popped. Why is that? Well, because it's simple mathematics. But on top of that, let's say fast life. People are more concerned about immediate gratification. They're self-centered. They're focused on material gain. Remember? They don't care about you the way that you think that they care about you. They're more concerned for self. So when your buddy get popped, guess who next? He can't get back out there in the fast life. He don't want you out there enjoying the fast life while he's locked up in jail. Where's his fast life? It's unfair to him. Remember? Self-centered. Most of the people that's living what they call a fast life could care less about others in the fast life. They may think they do, and even if they do in the beginning, it's only a normal process to evolve to a state in which you don't care, because you're being driven by superficial things, material gain, money, power, respect. You know what I mean? You're trying to accomplish these things from your position in the fast life. It all depends on whether you're a groupie to the fast life or where you're actually at the foundation of the fast life. If you're at the foundation of the fast life, it's money, power, and respect that guides you to do the things that you do. If you're a groupie of the fast life, you just want to be part of that any way you can. There's very few people out here now that's going to do the time without bringing your name up. So where does that lead? So much with fast life. So, you know, these are the realities of the fast life. We're talking about the realities of the fast life. Is that really what you want? I mean, have you really thought about this? Huh? See, life is not supposed to be about money or material gain at any cost. What kind of friends you're going to end up with at the end of the day? Because that's how you go through life. Who's going to trust you? Who's going to be there for you when it counts? In the fast life is dog eat dog. Your relationships are meaningless. It's all a facade, you know. You're pretending to be something to other people, and they're pretending to be something to you. So when it's the fan, the scene is filled with doo-doo. Oh, I get it. Yeah, that was a real good rhyme, but whatever. It's a real talk, though. It's a real talk, though. Yeah, fast life, man. Fast life. Want to be seen as a gangster. Want to be seen as a thug. You know? Because to you, that's what's cool. That's what's in. That's what's hip. You know? Calling yourself gangster, calling yourself thug, don't make you a gangster or a thug, you know? Even if you go pick up a gun and go imitate some of the things that you see the people doing that you call a gangster or a thug, it doesn't make you a gangster or a thug, and it don't make you anything that somebody else should look up to. You know? What about the future? Once you get caught up in trying to be a part, trying to belong to the fast life, it has a gravitational pull where you don't just do one thing to fit in at this particular time. Start doing more and more things so that you fit in better and better. Obviously, the more you align yourself with the elements of the fast life, the quicker you lead yourself to the end of the path that leads to destruction of your future. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, you're really making a very serious decision. If your wish is to enjoy the short period of a fast life, then you may at the same time be giving up the opportunity to prepare for the future. Because it did not get the name fast life for no reason.